Hi guys, it's me, Alina. Today, I am making a fan art of Aloy. If you don't know who she is actually a badass character from Horizon Zero Dawn. Recently, I replayed this game on my computer. I played it before on PlayStation actually, and I loved it then. But now, when I refreshed all of the knowledge and the lore of this game in my head, it is just wow. So I'm making this fan art with simple gouache, and this gouache is by Malevich. Let's talk about Horizon Zero Dawn a little bit, because you know, I rumble about whatever I want. It's just the time for me to sit down, relax, and draw whatever I want and talk about whatever I want, right? I do not consider myself a gamer at all, but I really love some particular games. One of my favorites are Witcher 3, Zelda Breath of the Wild on Nintendo Switch. When I was little, I loved to play Harry Potter. And also, I like Horizon Zero Dawn as well. I think I really like the story that the creators of Horizon Zero Dawn have told us. And I think that it maybe resonates with the world right now, right? Because at some point in this game, they actually also had biological crisis, where the planet was almost destroyed by humans. And well, I don't know if I should do spoilers for this video if you have never played Horizon Zero Dawn though. I will talk spoilers, and I will put this button, or I don't know, what should you put on the screen in this case? I'm not a YouTuber, so I have no idea. So yeah, I will put something on the screen right now to where you should skip to avoid the spoilers. But you know, this game came out like bajillion years ago, so you shouldn't be afraid of spoilers. So the whole setting of the game is in post-apocalyptic world where there are a lot of machines that look like animals, and you have to fight it all the time. You can scrap the machines for parts, and you make a lot of gear and a lot of ammo for survival. Aloy is a protagonist who was born without a family, and she was born in a place where the tribe named Nora lived, and they made her an outcast. In the world of the game, an outcast is basically a person who is shunned by everybody constantly. Nobody's talking to you, nobody's interacting with you, and they gave baby Aloy to the outcast like herself, whose name was Rost. Of course, Rost is sort of a father figure for Aloy. As you can guess, he eventually dies while saving her during, I forgot how this ritual is called. Well, some kind of ritual that the outcast can take to become a brave. A brave is sort of a name for tribe's member, for Nora's tribe's member. And Nora is a tribe a little frustrating for me. Well, I think it should be frustrating because the people there are afraid of machines, and also they worship machines. They call the biggest machine, which we learn afterwards, is called Horus. Horus was like this huge machine with tentacles that were producing other war machines. Norse call it Metal Devil. And also the place where Aloy came from, it was like this bunker in a rock. They call it the Old Mother. Apparently they worship this, bunker. Of course, for us, for people nowadays, it is very, very weird and funny. And this is all because these people in this post-apocalyptic world, they just do not have any kind of knowledge because of Ted Faro, the main antagonist of the game, I guess. I could have said that the main antagonist is this entity that's called Hades, but this game is very long and very convoluted. Let me explain that. So yeah, anyways, Ted Faro is a guy. He was a billionaire. Well, his company previously was working on this project with Elizabeth Sobek, again, arguably main protagonist, who was trying to save the planet. Our planet at some point suffered from global warming, but then after they successfully did it, and after Ted Faro, of course, became a bajillionaire, or whatever, Ted Faro decided to work on this line of robots. It was called Chariot. He made those robots that way that you can't hack them, because this part of the game was that interesting for me. I remember the names of the robots. This part of the game is especially interesting. One of them, the war machine, was called Hopish, a little field doctor-ish machine, which could also supply and hack into the enemy's robots, was named Scarab. The last one, the huge one, which Nora called Metal Devil, was called Horus. And one day humans just lost control over those machines, because those machines could consume biomass, trees and grass and animals as well. And of course it can include humans. Elizabeth Sobeck, who stopped working for Ted Faro since he became interested in making those war robots. He reached out to her and she came back and she gave him a grim prediction that in a little more than a year, the whole planet would be destroyed and those robots will eat and destroy everything. At the same time, they could reproduce themselves. By the way, yeah, that was an important bit of information. So yeah, they will be eating the whole planet alive and reproducing. And thus, as an Aloy, this beautiful redhead girl, you are walking through different kind of bunkers and different kind of areas, and you're learning all this information through the holograms and letters and recordings. Maybe it sounds a little lame, but actually when you are in the game, it is very, very cool. And Aloy actually managed to do all this because Aloy is technically a clone of Elizabeth Sobeck. My opinion on the game is that it is very engaging. My favorite parts were definitely when you were supposed to walk around old buildings that were reminding you of the old world, when you were learning those stories of people who lived there. Most interesting part for me was when we walked to the main office of Ted Faro and we actually learned about the killer machines, and we learned about the reaction of people. We learned what the machines were doing. One of the most horrific notes was about the dolphins, that someone made a video of a Horus machine, this big machine who can consume biomass, that this Horus machine ate, basically, consumed the pack of dolphins, by the way, endangered species of dolphins. The sea and this whole picture looked like a bloody milkshake. This game is pretty serious. Those topics are serious, and I think it should speak to all of us. I know that probably Aloy, the main protagonist, is not, realistic, or maybe it's not like in the game or something like that, but I never tried to copy her exactly, and I've never tried to copy anyone, not because I consider myself one of a kind, but because I'm not good at copying. I can never get it right to do realistic portraits or something like that. I tried though. It looked horrendous. But I'm willing to learn. I'm really, really willing to learn, and I would like to learn eventually. Probably I will get to it at some point. I thought that her face is so beautiful and unique, and I love this freckle thing going on her face, so I decided to close up a little bit. Anyways, this was my rambling about Horizon Zero Dawn. Seriously, if you have never played this game and you like RPG, mystery, mecha, I think it's called mecha, or maybe only in Japanese language, but anyways, like mecha stories, the stories that include machines. And I love making this little fan art of mine. Maybe I will even consider make some other fan art in some time, if I will want to. Anyways, I hope you will have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye!